Ms. Stubbins. I'm a staff attorney with the Legal Aid Society of Metropolitan Family Services. LAS recently signed on to an effort to repeal an ordinance in the city of Chicago called the nuisance ordinance that encourages landlords to evict tenants after a certain number of calls to the police have been made. We think this ordinance should be repealed because it disproportionately affects victims of domestic violence and disabled individuals who more often need the assistance of the police. LAS, Legal Aid Society, is excited to be involved in this effort to repeal the ordinance. It's important for our clients because this ordinance isn't based on whether or not a crime is actually committed or if there's an actual issue at the apartment or the home. It's based on how many times the police have been called. The city of Chicago has recently proposed adding an exception to this ordinance that would allow victims of domestic violence and disabled people to not feel this impact. However, I don't think it's going to affect how the ordinance is actually used, because there's no mechanism for these individuals to show up and say this issue happened because of domestic violence. And it will probably still affect these victims of domestic violence and victims of crime because of disability disproportionately and cause housing instability and people to be evicted only because they've been calling the police.